Hello, this is Bill Cloudsy. Welcome to a vintage cube draft on Magic Online. A single elimination 8-player pod, the purest form of cube and the purest cube. This powered cube available for the holidays is just a ton of fun. You can do some incredibly broken things. Your opponents will beat you with the same, and it's really up in the air what you want to go for. Certainly some cards are more broken than others. Like a 2-card combo will often be better than a 3-card combo, and some things are more easily disrupted. But the auto wins you can get are kind of insane. And speaking of an auto win, Splinter Twin can get there. It looks like that'll be the big payoff out of this pack. There's some fair things. Grave Titan can win quickly. Nahiri is kind of like a slow sneak attack. And the lands are usually good too. But I'm actually going to start this draft with Splinter Twin because it seems to be the most broken thing we can do from that pack. Eureka is really fun. Given the start with Splinter Twin, I might not take Eureka this time. It's also not that reliable. Your opponent gets to put their stuff in. Jace Vryn's Prodigy is a looter with upside for a card like Splinter Twin. And then there's Force of Negation, which is a free counterspell to make sure Splinter Twin resolves. Oh no, it has to be not your turn. So this doesn't protect your combo. That's not as good. Anyway, I guess there is Eureka, Jace, Rakdos Signet, which could help Splinter Twin, Sheldock Isle. Force of Negation is still a good thought, but I think because you can't do it on your turn, Jace is a little bit better in a combo deck like this. There it is. We have to take Pestermite. This is one of the better combo pieces with Splinter Twin. I think Kiki Jiki is in this cube too. It's not as fast or easy to win with as Splinter Twin, but it's pretty good. That is the combo though. You put Splinter Twin on Pestermite, you keep making copies and untapping the original, and attack with all of those copies. So that'll win it. I do like blue in general, so I'm happy to get a start here in blue-red. Fire and Ice is better, and it's a better earlier pick, but once you have half of the combo piece, the other half goes way up in value. So we'll grab that here. Is it Signet? Dang, when it rains it pours. You don't always get your picks lining up as well as this. Maybe we had to give up on a few cards we were interested in, but in this pack it's not like we don't have any cards to choose from, which sometimes happens. Is it Signet is really strong here. It can help set us up nicely for Splinter Twin or whatever else. And even if we abandon one of these colors, it's going to be a solid pickup. Snapcaster. We don't have anything great with it now, but it's kind of like a better Jace, which can also flip and then get a card back. The Duretti might be worth thinking about. It's a lot of good blockers or just artifact synergy. Also pretty good at killing creatures one every other turn. And artifact card in a graveyard or on the battlefield and make 3 tokens that are copies of it. Kind of a weird one. I haven't seen it in action, but it's one you might give some respect to. We'll take Snapcaster. Hopefully we can pick up some neat cards to Snapcast. There it is. Another half of the combo here. Kiki Jiki will go infinite with Pestermite. And some of the other cards in the cube, certainly. So, yeah. Grab that. Boros Signet's worth keeping an eye on, but we have to take a combo piece here, so I'm happy enough taking Kiki Jiki. What else can we get? Treasure Cruise. We could also look at Siege Gang Commander as a backup plan to Splinter Twin or Kiki Jiki. It's pretty good. And Relic, which completely shuts down some reanimation strategies. It's pretty easy to get going. Let's see, Treasure Cruise. How many things are we going to get in our graveyard? Not that many early. I'm tempted to take Relic. This is one that, I don't know. It's good against reanimation. It's good against opposing delve things. It has a lot of utility. Mizium Mortars can also get out of control, but I'll take Relic here. Fast Bond. Speaking of combos, that's a pretty good combo card. And if our fixing gets good enough, I mean, it certainly doesn't look good enough now, but seeing this late is kind of a sign. The other cards interesting here are Excavator, although Fast Bond is better. Kolagon's Command and Rabblemaster. Rabblemaster just being a whole ton of damage if it goes unanswered. Command is similar to Fast Bond in that it's a new color, but I'm going to take Fast Bond here just in case we can make a more powerful combo with it. Parallax Wave. It's a funny one. There are times when you could use it to protect your own Pestermite or Kiki-Jiki to secure the combo. Nahiri also helps search for combos by discarding and drawing. And then, finally, it can get a creature onto the battlefield. So that's going to be the pick here. Eureka Wheels. Fair enough. Mana Flare, the mana doubler. Doesn't look like we're going to be storming off or casting Ulamog in this draft, so maybe we can ignore that. Eureka, it's funny to still see it here, but I guess the reason I'll take it is there's not much else in the pack I'm interested in. I don't expect to play it. Here's a gift. Fire and Ice coming this late. This is the perfect disruption you want early to protect your combo so you don't, well, to protect yourself so you don't die, but also Ice is often just a way to draw an extra card, which is great. Vantage, Avacyn, Goblin Guide's pretty aggressive. I'll take Vantage. Maybe we'll end up being more white, and that'll be good. A Braid, yeah, I could see main decking it, but generally 2 mana for 3 damage is twice as much as I'd like to pay for that effect. And Siege Gang Commander's back, so we definitely have some good options. Goodness gracious. Mana Crypt and Mox Sapphire. This is a Power 9 card, and this is a Power level card. So if the Power 9 is really Power 8 because of Time Twister not being really on that level, then Mana Crypt is on that Power 8 level, like Soul Ring and all that kind of stuff. Though, because it's a Mox on color, it's pretty easy to take Mox Sapphire here. Maybe I'm crazy about that, but it can't be that wrong. I mean, all of the Moxen are going to be insane. Well, all of the 5 original Moxen. Mana Crypt is like a better Soul Ring, and Soul Ring is better than the Moxen usually, but an average of 1.5 damage a turn is something to consider when you're trying to piece together your combo against an aggressive deck. So all in all, I'll take the more iconic card here, which is Mox Sapphire. But what a pack. Here we go. Crucible of Worlds. Why would I take this? I would take this because we have Fast Bond, and that is part of a 3-part combo with Strip Mine. Alternatively, we could take Preordain to help assemble our combo. And that might be more important for a winning deck. It's cute to think about Fast Bond, but we also don't have green. Oh, this is a tough one. I'm just going to try to maximize the number of combos we have and look out for Strip Mine. Yeah, seems good. We even get Tropical Island, which is a good way, a good free way to get green into our deck. So if we get Fetch Lands, even better. Time Warp, a pretty slow time walk, but Snapcaster can get it back on 7 mana. Factor Fiction is really good. The thing I'm looking out more so than combo pieces and fixing are like the other Pestermite style cards that combo with Splinter Twin and Kiki-Jiki. Short of those, we're happy enough to take some fixing here. Okay. Torrential Gearhulk, that can cast a fire or ice for free. That's all it really does here. Emery can get artifacts back, but mostly that's just going to put part of our combo into the graveyard. So what's the pick for us? Fiery Confluence is pretty good, and Sweltering Suns can kind of reset a crazy board against us, and then cycle for what it's worth. It's sorcery, but the cycling is instant. Let's grab Fiery Confluence here. I'm not sure about that. Maybe Torrential Gearhulk was better. Emrakul, this is one that isn't working with the combos that we're setting up, but we're in red. We have Nahiri, which can search up an Emrakul and attack with it. And who knows, maybe we'll find Sneak Attack or Through the Breach, and we can put that combo in our deck as well. There's not a whole lot of other interesting cards for us here. Goblin Welder can be good, but we don't seem to have everything we need for that. Great. Sword of Body and Mind. I wish this art showed up, but I have to say it's doing better than it has in the past. Sword of Body and Mind. Yeah, we don't have a ton of creatures to equip that to. And then there's Dismember, 1 mana, kill most creatures. That might be worth it. Because we haven't taken a lot of cards that are interactive with creatures and cards that are life drains on us, we'll have the life to get rid of a creature. Probably will save us more than it hurts us. Through the Breach, here we go. The other kind of use for Through the Breach is if you don't have, let's say, 3 red, you can pay 1 red to get Kiki-Jiki out into play and then win that turn. But yeah, Through the Breach Emrakul is a good enough combo that I'll just grab it here. Bazaar of Baghdad. You can use this as a looting effect to find a combo piece, but it shreds your hand so quickly. It's not worth relying on. Atarka, Avalanche Riders. The Riders is probably the card we want here. Wear and Tear, Ancient Grudge. At this point, since we are heavy red and we have the potential to splash green, Ancient Grudge looks a bit better than Wear and Tear. Though, if we are trying to play Nahiri, Fuse, both halves of this. Well, what's more likely that we play, Nahiri or green? I don't know. Ancient Grudge is pretty good, though. Hellrider and Electromancer. Electromancer doesn't help with very much. We're not a Storm deck. Then again, we're not really a Burn deck with Hellrider. It's a tough one. I'll take Hellrider. It can be good, just like Siege Gang Commander. I want to be, this looks more like a combo-centric deck to me, where we'll play some disruption, but we're not just going to win by attacking. 20 down to 0 with 1 Hellrider. No thanks. Whereas like Emrakul, to have them sacrifice 4 lands is, they're only 4 lands, I should say, is pretty good. Time Warp coming late. That's like, in case you don't have Kiki-Jiki, Time Warp, and then maybe you'll draw it in the next turn. Sweltering Suns is back. Happy enough to see that. Not sure if we're going to play it. Welder, you never know. Revelark is actually a way to get Kiki-Jiki and Pestermite back into play by evoking it. Oh, look at this pack. There must be something good here for us. Ugin is expensive but amazing. Ashiok is amazing, but the color requirements are a little tough. Mox Diamond gets all the colors we need. And then what? Flame Tongue Kavu is always pretty reliable, but it's just killing a creature after all. Skull Clamp, not much we can use that with. I'm tempted by Mox Diamond here. But Ugin is kind of appealing as well. Oh, it's a tough one. Let's see. You discard a land card, so maybe Crucible could be better with that. Yeah, I'll grab Mox Diamond. Let's do it. Sulfuric Vortex, aggressive. Getting past the point of getting strip mine, so maybe green is out of it, and we're more excited by white, making Hallowed Fountain better. We have no fetch lands yet, so maybe that's not as good as Spire Bluff Canal. But the shocks and dual lands do disappear sooner. Baral not that good in this deck. Gifts doesn't really have a combo. I'll take Hallowed Fountain. Can't do too poorly with that. Narset, each opponent can't draw more than one card each turn. That must be so annoying to play against. And then look at the top four, but you have to get a non-creature, non-land. So it doesn't find Kiki-Jiki or Pestermite or heck even Emrakul. I'm not as interested in that second effect. I might just take Polluted Delta here. That helps find Tropical Island and Hallowed Fountain and even Island. So yeah, anything I'm really missing out of this pack? Not really, so I'll grab this. Force of Will. This is a real way to protect your combo. Worth grabbing here? I'd say so. Yeah, let's grab Force of Will. We have enough blue cards to make it premium. Yeah, and nothing else important to us in that deck. Yeah, so Fast Bond, it's not going to make the cut without the full combo. Just kind of a fun one to think about. Took a risk on it, didn't pay off. So we've got the Through the Breach Emrakul combo. We'd like a little more card selection. Trinket Mage actually gets us a few good ones. It finds Mox Diamond, Mox Sapphire, and Relic. And if we don't need those, at the very least, Trinket Mage takes them out of our deck. Other options. Seething Song to help do an early Kiki-Jiki or Through the Breach, and Pyroclasm. I'll let someone else have the Seething Song, maybe a Storm player. Frantic Search, on the other hand, that does help find combos and lands that we might need. It's instant speed and just pretty good all in all. Really a combo heavy card. I like Young Pyromancer. I don't think that's what our deck is really going for, so let's grab Frantic Search instead. Revoker. Oath of Druids, what does that get? Not much. We have a couple early creatures anyway. We're not a smokestack deck. Seeing some powerful ones here, but ones that we're not really interested in. Living Death. So what don't we want to play against? Maybe Revoker. Revoker naming Kiki-Jiki, or well, you can't name Splinter Twin. It'd be better to name Pestermite or something. I'll grab that though. Sun Titan might be good. Yeah, I'll grab Revoker. Wasteland. That is a worse version of Strip Mine. Still can be good with the Fast Bond combo, but I think you want Strip Mine and then you'd add Wasteland into that deck for free, but you don't base the combo around Wasteland. It just makes it slightly better. Ulamog is a good one to Through the Breach or do with Nahiri. And then Vendilion Click can help make sure the coast is clear for your combo. I'll take Vendilion Click here. Emrakul should be good enough with this combo, I would say. Gush. Gush Fast Bond is a real thing. So maybe we just grab that. Sometimes it'll be okay. Probably still not worth putting the whole Fast Bond in there. Baral. Don't know if we main deck that. Shrine of Burning Rage. Who knows? One kind of awkward thing is that Pestermite is the only combo we have for Kiki-Jiki and Splinter Twin. We have cards that are good with it. Like Trinket Mage works with those well enough for the early game. Runaway Steamkin, I don't think we want that. Mana Tithe, don't want any of that. Seething Song and Pyroclasm are back. I'm going to grab Seething Song because that makes the Through the Breach combo playable, and it helps out with our Kiki-Jiki as well. So yeah, it's giving up card advantage for speed, and that's usually the direction you want to take things with these high-powered formats. It's not going to be Brightling or Witchclaw Talisman, but we can keep an eye on Mana Tithe and some of these other things. Oath of Druids, probably not for this deck. It's getting close to an Oath of Druids deck, but we probably just have one too many creatures to really justify that. Alright, we do need, or we could afford to make some changes here. And those changes could be putting in like Fiery Confluence as a bit of a Wrath. Maybe we don't want that. Or just a Braid for something earlier. And let's see. Gush is actually interesting with Mox Diamond because it makes the drawback of putting the lands back in your hand not as bad. So you can replay one land you put back and then discard one to Mox Diamond, and you get out more or less even. So I'll consider that in the land slot here. Maybe play 15 actual lands plus these two Moxen. Through the Breach, Time Warp, Force of Will, Splinter Twin, Nahiri, Revelark, and then 17 in quotation marks lands. Yeah, it seems good to me. Some debate on what our next card should be, but I like a Braid in a format of so many artifacts over Lightning Strike, which can target players, but the way we're going to kill players is not by doing 3 more damage, it's by completely obliterating them in one turn. So that's the deck I'll go with, a kind of Jeskai combo deck. And it is possible for us to get a turn 1 win, which is always nice. What would that look like? I think we have enough cards to do it. It would be a land, Sapphire, Mox Diamond, another land. Oh no, do we have enough? That's 5. Yeah, we need a perfect hand, but that's 7 cards we'd need. Sapphire, land, Seething Song into Through the Breach, Emrakul. Well, it doesn't even win. That's the funny part. It doesn't win, but it does make them sacrifice all their permanents. Okay, never mind. That's not as cool as I thought. It just does 15 damage to them. But you get the idea. We can do some powerful stuff. Alright. Let's build this mana base. So sort by colors here. We have Dismember as colorless. And to some extent, Mox Diamond can help if we do need to add a black. Then Sapphire will be blue. Keep that out for now. Mox Diamond. All these colorless things. So we're ending up with a 10, 9, and then 2 white sources. So that's what it suggests to begin with. Yeah, pretty even between blue and red. And then a couple white sources, and that looks good. So I will add Mox Diamond in as my 40th card, and then start cutting some random things here. So of course Sapphire comes in for Island. I don't think we need Tropical Island here for any reason. So Delta can come in from Island, Hallowed Fountain, and Inspiring Vantage like that. So that leaves us with 9 sources of red, plus the extra help from Seething Song, 10 sources of blue, and 5 sources of white. That's plenty of white, really. And even if we get rid of this last plains, we're in good shape. So we could make one more cut. But we could also not count on Polluted Delta to get us white. So maybe it's okay to leave five whites a ton though. For Revelark and Nahiri. 10-9. 9 sources of red for Kiki Jiki and all of this stuff. Oh, and we could add Tropical Island in because that helps with our Ancient Grudge. It's more or less free. I would never do it if we had no green, but because it plays worse against Wasteland and several other land destruction cards. But because we have a way to use it, that's the tipping point. Play it. Alright, so I'll go with this. It's a lot of white, but I think it's enough of the other colors that the white excess shouldn't really hurt us. So what have we got? Alright, get some fetch lands here and the Moxen out of the way. And then I'll put all the fetchable lands in this pile and the rest. Mana curve, I like to focus on the cheapest we can cast things for. Force of Will, I'll leave at 5, because whatever. And looks good to me. Let's try this out. Round 1 versus the Billster. Let's keep this one. Potentially we have a land destruction combo. Hopefully we're against some kind of reanimation, but who knows. Let's start with the land we know comes in tapped later and just keep going with this. We've got a turn 2 Jace. Arid Mesa. Okay. Tropical Island. Great. Yeah, I am tempted to... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm tempted to play this because let's say they do have land destruction. Which one of these do you kill? They have no idea. I don't want them to kill our white source, though. Arid Mesa. Oops, I should have used Relic in response. Instead of letting them get the land first. It doesn't matter too much, but who knows. They might have that thing that lets them get a land back, and they can play a spell in response and then exile that spell. Whatever. Small effect. Not worth worrying ourselves over it too much. Let's start with Jace here. See if we can get anything good. We need 3 red total. Maximum. So I'll discard a red here and play a red source and pass it. I don't know how useful Relic will be. And I guess to some extent we want Jace to flip, so we don't want to draw off Relic forever or for a while. Anyway, now we can start doing stuff. They don't have, I mean, they're not going to have counter magic. So what we can do, play this, target the card that gives them access to the most unique colors. Make them exile that. I don't know how many delve spells they're going to have. And, oh, I guess we can attack with the Raiders too. Nice. So this is 4 to no, it's 3 to activate, so pretty soon they can have this Wildwood. But they're just going to be casting some stuff. Wrath of God. That makes my decision about Avalanche Riders a bit easier. Discard a card. Let's discard Island. Destroy all creatures. That's fine, I guess. Okay, now Emrakul off the top. No. But we can certainly Trinket Mage for something. Leaving up specific mana doesn't make a lot of sense. Maybe we could have left up blue here. But we'll find some trinket. We can do Mox Diamond, I guess. And that'll help us get any color. Or just Mox Sapphire, and then we'll have more mana total. Diamond or Sapphire? Well, let's see what we could draw. One consideration is Emrakul, so building up to 15 mana total. I'll get Sapphire, seems safe enough. Maybe I'm saving Relic too much. But the other thing we have is Revelark. If we draw Revelark, we're really going to want our graveyard intact. So, and they do have access to black. So it's not like... Oh boy. It's not like this is completely insane. But we need to combo off quick. Yeah, I'll just use this. Revelark's one thing we could draw. A Braid doesn't do it. Can we get something relevant? Through the Breach doesn't do it. A Braid doesn't do it. I could Splinter Twin on Trinket Mage. It draws one more card from our deck, but then we lose the chance to win. To win for free. Yeah, I'll just attack here. They're down to 15, so Emrakul is lethal in one shot. I mean, it's going to be pretty good having them discard half their... or lose half their stuff, but yeah, all they're doing is attacking with Wildwood. That's not too bad for us. Starting to catch up here. That is not too bad. Come on, something. No, Mountain's not going to be good enough. I could use Splinter Twin to help block. But that's not the ideal case to make a free 2/2 haste every turn. Let's see if they just stir the Wildwood again. It's pretty cheap for them to do it now that they have Mirari's Wake out there, and it's a hard-hitting 4/5, bigger than usual. Yeah, what this deck is missing is some card selection. It has a couple neat combos. We've got two halves of the combos. Oh, here we go. There's the card selection that we need. 1, 2, 3. I think we can afford... Oh, well, we don't need to worry about it. We can untap any 3 lands anyway. Let's start with Frantic Search. Nahiri. What does Nahiri do? Nahiri kills Mirari's Wake. Discard 2 cards. Let's discard Island Mountain. Untap up to 3 lands. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's go after Mirari's Wake here. Because that just lets them cast Ulamog or Emrakul or whatever. Then we can protect Nahiri for 1 turn. I'm really tempted to put Splinter Twin on Trinket Mage, but that just, yeah, I guess we just are better off blocking 1 turn with Trinket Mage. It's close. It's close. Yeah, here they come. It just has reach, it doesn't have trample. So... yeah, Nahiri helps us so much here. And Wildwood is down to a 3/4, so it doesn't even kill Nahiri in 1 shot. Come on. Ooh, Time Warp. That's nice. You may discard a card if you do draw a card. Let's discard a Braid, because that's not helping us too awfully much here. And then Time Warp. We will take another turn. Thank you very much. And I'll leave this mountain back. We have plenty of lands. Maybe I'll discard it to Nahiri here. Ooh, Time Warp. Snapcaster. Start by discarding Mountain. And then, if I can count, this should be enough to do everything. Snapcaster targeting Time Warp. Cast the Time Warp. and pass it. Used all our planeswalkers. Let's see if we draw something good. That's kind of good. Maybe we should have used Frantic Search to get there sooner. Oh, what do we do? Well, let's plus Nahiri and then not use it, because we can hard counter something with Force of Will. We can protect Nahiri with Snapcaster. It would be cute if we could Splinter Twin Snapcaster, but it does exile, so I'm not going to worry about that. Let's just protect Nahiri and then use Nahiri with Emrakul or whatever. And then through the Breach it the next turn. Yeah, looking good. Ultimate Nahiri here. Let's do it. And it does kill them this turn with Force of Will backup. I think we're fine. Force of Will Gush backup. So how does this ultimate work? Well, you get the card, artifact or creature, onto the battlefield. It gains haste. And then it returns to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. So we could actually flash it in twice this turn. But yeah, many ways to win this turn. Let's win with Emrakul in style. Well, that was cute. Just play your Planeswalker and then defense it. Yeah, they don't want that Annihilator trigger on the stack, but we know what was about to go on the stack. We know. Oh, I forget what their deck had in it. Land destruction was good. There were several colors. I don't know. I don't remember if they had that many artifacts. I don't think they had enough to justify Fiery Confluence, but I guess we'll leave in Ancient Grudge. They had a Wrath effect, which they shot off there pretty early. Maybe they were worrying about something like Splinter Twin, which is fair enough. But we would have had to pay an echo cost there anyway. So I'm not sure what we can do differently here. I'm just going to submit again. I think I remember cards more when I lose to them, not when I'm just encountering them. Let's see. I'm sure they'll be on the play here. Hopefully we can kind of mitigate that a bit by getting a hyper fast draw. Because all of our combos, I mean, they can take some time where we defend ourselves until we get them, or we can just draw them off the bat with Force of Will backup or something. Yeah, not the fastest possible stuff, but a potential turn 4 win here. Let's see, turn 3 we're definitely going to have Pestermite. Well, if all goes well. Then what? Oh, Lotus or something would do wonders in this deck. I'll play out Delta turn 1. Yeah, so a turn 4 win on the draw. Sensei's Divining Top. I'm encountering this card a lot. It's not one I love. I basically never take it. Maybe there's some decks it's better. Oh yeah, I'm like, where's the red? We have Izzet Signet, which gets us all the red we need. I think it's more important to get white now than green. So turn 2 we can go for Izzet Signet, especially if we don't draw land. But even if we do draw land, it would pretty much have to be a mountain for me to play Jace. Well, there you go. I guess that's worth it then. I guess that's worth it. Yeah, let's play Jace here. It can get their mind on killing Jace. Oops. Instead of surviving a Pestermite combo. Yeah, Sensei's Divining Top. Here it begins. Spin the top. Whoever invented this card, boy, why would you do this? Why would you invent Sensei's Divining Top? I mean, fair enough that it's a combo enabler, but it's just the most annoying combo. Like, you can use it to, I mean, there's some combos where you can infinitely play an artifact by making it one cheaper and stuff like that, putting it back, drawing it again. But then you have this like, oh, let's just look at the top 3 cards 3 times a turn and put them back in any order. Right. Anyway, we can pass and untap and win with Kiki Jiki, hopefully. So I'm not going to do... Sometimes you can wait on their upkeep. What are they doing? Oh, they're trying to get something before they draw. Yeah, the more they tap out this turn, the better I'll feel. They're not thinking they're going to lose here. I don't even think we showed them Pestermite or Tanglewire. Oh no! I guess I should have tapped down one more land. Oh no, how do we... We could untap our own land. Tap down all our stuff. Hold on, I think we might be able to win anyway. We can float all our mana. Cast Pestermite. No, maybe we can't. On our upkeep, we float all our mana and then Frantic Search. Yeah, this works. Oh, it totally works. I might be jumping the gun here, but let's tap Divining Top. We need to stop on our upkeep. We don't need to, but I think we can do it in response. So here, we tap our mana. Yeah, no, we do need to stop on our upkeep. Let this thing resolve. Oh, it's gonna work! Frantic Search was so good! And just not discard Kiki Jiki or Seething Song. And then we win. So we have to tap Pestermite, which is fine. They're like, how are you gonna win? Maybe they're chatting to me. Nope. Well, they can't do anything, so come on, pass priority here. Come on, Sensei. Okay, now we Frantic Search. And we discard this card. We haven't even drawn yet, so if we discard the right things, well, it doesn't matter. Let's discard a Braid and Is It Signet, and then untap up to 3 lands. That looks good. It's tempting to do this in different ways, but let's just Seething Song, Kiki Jiki, make a copy of this, untap this. Yes! All right. And good etiquette on them for conceding to it. Yeah, you don't actually need Pestermite to be untapped to begin with. So, yeah, that was kind of cute. There aren't many ways we could have comboed off on the turn we had to tap down 4 permanents with Tanglewire, but that was one of them. See you in the next match. Round 2, On the Draw versus Running Bear. An interesting hand. I like it. Let's keep and see what we get. We could even think about the Gush play I was considering earlier. I guess it doesn't make that much sense. But we could wait until turn 2, return 2 islands, and discard one of those with Mox Diamond. That might not really get us anywhere. So maybe we'll just save Gush for later. Don't need my upkeep anymore. Oh, wow. Mox. We can do a turn 1 click here? That's interesting. That certainly is interesting. Shall we? I guess we can see what they've got going on their draw step. Some kind of Raphelos or something. Or we could do it to ourselves, but I'm more inclined to do it to them. Let's discard Island and keep Hallowed Fountain. I mean, we have plenty of colors here, but Yeah, anyway. Click you. Choose a non-land. It's a non-land card anyway, so the only card we could get rid of our own is Gush. The added information about what they have is more important here. Yeah, I guess I think it'd return Mox Diamond with Cloud Skate. I guess I want to get rid of Lotus Cobra. That's their most impactful card in the near future. Yeah, and I will get rid of it. It does draw them into something else, but yeah, it looks like they're going to suspend Riftwing Cloud Skate, and that's all well and good. I'll just hardcast Gush next turn. And that means playing this out, not paying the life, deploying Izzet Signet, and swinging for 3. Yeah, we don't get that far behind. Keep an eye on the number of counters there. We don't get that far behind by gushing back our islands, but it is kind of annoying. Here, we could do it for free to try to draw the right thing off of Gush to win this turn with Emrakul, but 2 shots out of 30 is just not good enough. So let's just hardcast Gush and leave up any color. Yeah, we wouldn't have gotten there, so this is a bit better. Too bad we have all lands. We can ignore that thing. I imagine that'll return Mox Diamond, and that's only slightly annoying. Wow. I don't know what all they have left, but if they have 1 land left, that's pretty bad. Time Warp is a good one. Start with Time Warp, pretty much just an explore here. Swing 3. Come on, draw something good. Polluted Delta. Not awful, not great. Gets them to 8. A little jingle there. Okay, get you to 8. And thank goodness they're not casting Primeval Titan this turn. Oh, they could actually. But they must not have had a land in their hand. So unless they have 2 lands right off the top, we might be in better shape. So what are they going to put back? They might put back Vendilion Click, in all honesty. No, it's going to be Mox Diamond. So I don't know if we need that mana, but they don't know we don't need it, so by gum. Okay, there's 1 land. They could cast off Oracle. We don't need their draw step. But not another land. That's good news. All they can do this turn is the Ooze. Well, I'm on it tonight with the rhymes. And they have 2 unknowns in their hand. So it's Biogenic Ooze, Primeval Titan, and 2 non-lands is the assumption anyway. So, Whisperwood Elemental. It's like a better Ooze in some ways. See if they attack us with Cloudskate. That would be rich. I'll fetch here. I don't think the life is going to necessarily matter, but the thinning could definitely matter, given a 25 card deck. Manifest the top card. Oko coming up next. Oh, Kiki Jiki. It's what is it? Well, it's okay. I could click Mox back and see if we draw the right stuff. And we need this mountain to do it. Oh, it's tough. Yeah, why don't we do that? So, get Kiki Jiki out there. Then what? Oh, I don't know. Certainly I want to do that, right? Then I could attack with the Vendilion Click we make this turn. Oh, it's legendary. I can't do it. Oh, I screwed up a bit. Oh, legendary. Yeah. It is legendary. Okay, just one land this turn. Primeval Titan could come down. Maybe they have a better card to play. It could be Oko. It could be Oko to stop Kiki-Jiki from being a real card here. Oh, I really screwed up. Yeah. No infinite combo for me next turn. I kind of screwed up, but then again, Kiki-Jiki wasn't doing anything as it stood. But now if I draw Pestermite, I'm in much worse shape. They do nothing. More manifestation. Can we draw the right card? A Braid. Is that the right card? It's not bad. And here's why. We can deal 3 damage to Riftwing Cloudscape and attack. I guess we need to attack Oko, unfortunately, because Oko is not cooperating. And I can't kill them quickly enough. Oh, Trigon Predator, of course! I forgot how manifestation worked. Yeah, we knew they had it because we saw their top card. Questing Beast. Yeah, food token to survive a bit longer and get Oko up to 1,000,000 loyalty. We can still win this. All we need. This has Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste, but it doesn't have Lifelink, it doesn't have Reach. So I think Emrakul could still win it for us here, just by its damage. But we're going to die pretty soon, too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they have plenty of stuff to sacrifice at this point. So it's kind of our last chance to get Emrakul going. And maybe it's hard to evaluate whether putting Kiki-Jiki in was wrong, but I guess, yeah, if we draw Pestermite here, it might have been our last chance to sort of win it. Come on. There's Questing Beast again. Frantic Search. Come on, we can do it. Just trying to think what we could find. We can't find another Kiki-Jiki, but I do want to make sure we untap some land. So Frantic Search, good way to start. That is Pestermite, but Pestermite doesn't do it here. So I think we need Ice. Yeah, Pestermite does not do it. So we can put back Pestermite and Mox Diamond, untap 3 lands, and then hope to draw miraculously with Ice. And I'm just going to go for it this turn. What to tap? Let's tap down. They can't sack their food here. Let's tap down Primeval Titan. And draw that through the breach. One time. No. Okay. I concede. Well, can they win this next turn? I'm going to give it one more turn. Can they win this turn? Let's see. 4. Block there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, they can't win this turn. Or if they can, it would have to be because of a good manifestation. Or let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, if they make one of their manifestations or their food into a 3/3, I think we lose here. Or we definitely lose easily here. Put it that way. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, this is 15. It is too much damage. I think they missed some damage earlier, too. They could have attacked into our 3/3 and our 3/1. Oh, Questing Beast has haste anyway. Yeah, this is getting absurd. Let's give it to them. Running bear, indeed. Well, that's a lot of creatures. Confluence might be decent. I mean, the creatures are big, too. Phyrexian Revoker. We could name Oko with it. What does that do? Maybe that is good. But I like the rest of our stuff, too. Dismember is solid. Trinket Mage is good enough. A Braid is probably fine. Let's submit like this. We're doing the right stuff here. I would love to play first, thank you. And that's a fine start. Relic is not amazing in this matchup, but it's probably fine. Let's, I don't want to draw land, so let's delta out Trop or Hallowed Fountain. Hallowed Fountain's better. Is it worth taking the damage to get Relic into play? I think it is. Barely, but I think it is. Yeah, this is fine. Ancient Grudge. Almost good. Just get out. Is it Signet this turn and pass it? See what they've got coming up here. Lotus Cobra. That's not an artifact. Vendilion Click right on time. Gosh, yeah. Well, let's stop on their draw step. And pass. I could also get rid of some of my own stuff, but that doesn't seem ideal. So let's go click here. I know I'm not holding up red, but we don't have enough mana to use it. So we'll just see what they have. We don't have to put a card back, but if there's something ridiculous, then we might as well. Acidic Slime. Oh no, they have a lot of good stuff here. Let's get rid of Oracle, because that just makes the rest of their game too powerful. This turn, they're going to have 4 mana, so maybe they Hydroid Krasis, but that's not that good. So I will take care of Oracle here. So there's one unknown. Play a Forest. And we got rid of Oracle to the bottom. Just a bunch of 5-drops in this deck. Pretty silly. Caryatid, not too worried about that. It's a fine time to cash Relic in. Fire and Ice. Oh, it would have been a fine time to kill that Lotus Cobra. Maybe we do that now. Or maybe we just tap Breeding Pool on their upkeep. It doesn't slow them down much. Actually, none of this slows them down at all. Even killing Lotus Cobra. But drawing the card is pretty important. Maybe we Gush here. Let's see, what if we Seething Song? Seething Song, Gush, Ice. All of that sounds fun. Biogenic Ooze, that's a 2/2. If they play that, we're in pretty good shape. What if they go after Signet? That's not as good for us. Oh, why is this so difficult? I think our best bet is just to attack them and see what they do, and then either Gush or Fire or Ice on their end step. Because they're going to have plenty of mana this turn no matter what we do. And we might want to kill this Ooze. Stop on their main step. I know we'll have a chance to respond to the Ooze, but I just want to be careful about it. Remind myself to do it. 'cause this is it. I mean, yeah, let's always yield to Lotus Cobra's thing. And get another forest in there, holding back their mountain, which maybe they don't want to expose to strip mine. Or maybe they have Raphellos, or who knows. Who knows what they have. It's biogenic ooze. Yep, make your token friend. We'll take our hit. Actually, now's a good time. So let's Seething Song. Actually, this is tough. We could also return 2 islands, but I don't love that here. Seething Song. Gush. Just to see what we get. Force of Will. That might be interesting. And then fire the ooze. Yeah. It's about the best we can do. So it's not as good for the combo, but potentially it's fine. Making copies of Vendilion Click. Does that do anything? No, I think we have to save it. I think we just have to wait. Potentially even try to race them here. Hard cast our stuff. Yeah, we're going to take 4 a turn for a while. They got the ooze out there. The Krasis is hard to deal with because while we can counter the creature, we can't counter the card draw. So they'll probably do a big Krasis this turn. Whisperwood Elemental. Yeah, why don't we counter that? Force it, hard cast force. And hopefully we just draw Pestermite or something. Pestermite doesn't win it here because it doesn't have haste. Nahiri's good though. What does Nahiri do? Nahiri discards Ancient Grudge. And then survives their attack. And that's good enough, I think. We could exile Lotus Cobra, but I'd rather try to go for the win sooner. Revelark. Oh, Revelark, you don't do anything. You actually block Hydroid Krasis pretty well. Do we care about this? Maybe we do. Maybe we care. Let's see. When it leaves, return power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So when a copy of it leaves, it does the same. Wait, what? Is this our... Okay, our exile doesn't do anything. Should we try to protect Nahiri? Or just go after them? I think we go after them. Because if they get distracted by Nahiri, we're going to have a lot of extra life. Yeah. Well, let's see. They can play their mountain. 7, 8. And then gain 3, draw 3 off of the Krasis. So that's awkward. Yeah. Gain 3, draw 3. Now they have a 6/6. We can double up on that with Revelark Click. Or Chump It. Or does it have Flample? Yeah, it's got Flying and Trample. That's rough, and they're ignoring Nahiri here. Smart. Smart enough, I guess. Trinket Mage doesn't help us. Revelark barely helps us. Let's look for our combo. So yeah, let's get rid of Trinket Mage. We can even get it back with Revelark, I suppose. So that's not bad. And next turn we can Emrakul them. So if we're not dead, then we're not dead. That's too much. So maybe Revelark's good enough. It's going to be close. Let's cast it, and now we have a big flyer in play. Acidic Slime doesn't kill it. They've got 5 cards in their hand. Oh, Hydroid Krasis is ridiculous. Yeah. Yep. And if they can't kill us, they can at least get in a point of damage on Nahiri, and that will mean no ultimate. Tough one. Revelark's cute. I mean, if we survive and Revelark dies, which is pretty likely, then Trinket Mage will get us at least a card out of our deck. Play an artifact, please. They could just be playing Acidic Slime. I'm not so sad about that. They'll go after Tropical Island or Signet, probably Tropical Island. No, Mountain. Might as well tap it so they don't know what's going on here. Okay. Yeah, this is awkward. Like, we can kind of survive and maneuver a little bit, but our combos are limited. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's exactly 7 if they attack all out at us. Too bad. Us. Okay, let's see if they assign their damage correctly. And if so, this game is over. Thank you for watching. This was a showcase of some neat limited tricks, but ultimately we weren't able to put it together. What is coming up here? Avalanche Riders. Yeah, they just kind of had a lot of good mid-rangey cards. All of their stuff costs 5, and all of it is hard to deal with. They got Hydroid Krasis, Acidic Slime, Whisperwood, Biogenic Ooze, and it just keeps hitting us before we can assemble our combo. Emrakul, that doesn't do it on its own. Yeah, we had a fragile couple combos. Need more consistency through some card draw and selection. Catch you guys next time. Until then, good luck in your drafts.